Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the match between Barcelona and Girona. We are finally here. The international break is over and Barcelona are going to be restarting their campaign and now facing Girona. As you can see here, this is going to be the squad list with Ter Stegen available, Cubarsí, Balde, Inigo Martinez, everybody is available. All the players that we saw in our fourth match day are still here with us. Fortunately for us, we did not go through the international break with any injuries. And if you look at the bottom right corner, you can see that Gulli Fernandez has also been called up. It was said, according to Sport, that Gulli Fernandez wasn't called up for the Barcelona Athletic match, and this is the reason why he's in the first team squad and has a chance to play against Girona tomorrow. And he has already trained under Hansi Flick earlier this week, so we should expect to see Gulli Fernandez to maybe get some minutes. It's ultimately going to be depending on how Barcelona do perform against Girona. If we can go into this game with a 4 to 5 goal margin, then yes, there is a possibility that we could see Gulli Fernandez. Now, there has been a lot of talks about whether Barcelona should be rotating against Girona or not. I don't think so. I do think that Barcelona for sure need to have their best 11 against this team because Girona is a very powerful team. Yes, they have lost players through the summer, but overall, Girona will compete and we cannot afford to lose points. In their first 4 games, they did not come out with the best results. They saw a 1-1 tie against Real Betis, a 3-0 loss to Atletico Madrid, then they won 4-0 against Osasuna and won 2-0 against Sevilla. So this is a team that once they do get things clicking, they really get going and Barcelona cannot let their guard down. So this is going to be my starting 11 for the match against Girona. Ter Stegen in goal, Koundé, Cubarsí, Inigo Martinez and Balde at the back, Casado and Pedri as our double pivot, with our 4 attackers being Lamine Yamal on the right wing position, Dani Olmo as the number 10, with Rafinha as the left winger, with Lewandowski as the striker. Yes, it is the exact same 11 that we have mainly used for the first 4 games of the season. Now here's the thing, just because I do name these 11 players in the 11 does not mean that Barcelona should not be doing rotations through the match, because through the match is different. I do think that Hansi Flick will be making some changes. I can see Ferran Torres coming in for Lewandowski in the last 20 minutes of the match, and I can also definitely see Eric Garcia coming in for Pedri to give Pedri more rest to make sure that he never does get fatigued. With Lamine Yamal is different because Yamal just finished a match with the Spanish national team where he only did play 45 minutes, so I don't think that he's super fatigued. I think that he'll be alright. He can for sure compete for the full 90 minutes against Girona. So now I do want to move on towards the next section of this video, and we did have the agent who represents Mika Faye, Dani Olmo and other players speak about the condition of Barcelona and where they're at right now. He was very transparent, very informative, things that we have been wanting to hear, and he has confirmed a lot of things. So this is what he did have to state about Barcelona's current financial condition. Half of the Spanish national team today is Barcelona. They are European champions. In January or in February, they will be playing again in the new Camp Nou. The new stadium will be amazing based on everything that I have seen. In the next 1 to 2 years, Barcelona will come back to their old selves. At the very top, actually, they will keep their best players and strengthen current squad even more. Barcelona is going to be strong, and that's where Dani Olmo does want to be. So you can see that he does bring a lot of praise towards Barcelona. Keep in mind that this is an agent that is very close to Joan Laporta and Deco. Like they are almost best friends. Everything that Laporta and Deco do go through, he usually does communicate that to Andy Bara, who is once again the agent of Dani Olmo, Mika Faye, and other players in Barcelona. And so because Barcelona are going to be going back to their old stadium that will be re-innovated, this is some other things that he has claimed about how Barcelona are going to be operating and how much money is going to be injected. I've spoken internally with Barcelona. I'm very close with them. If I remember correctly, they told me that Barcelona will soon generate 1.1 billion euros in income. Barcelona reduced cost expenses, income is exactly the same. It is going to be even bigger soon. Within the next 24 months, their whole situation is going to get resolved, including the new Camp Nou, which will generate huge incomes, which they currently don't have right now, such as VIP boxes, more sponsorship deals, etc. I think that Barcelona will be able to bring in big players from 2026, and this is huge. The fact that he has told us that Barcelona might be a team that will generate 1.1 billion euros in income, I cannot wait to see the full report of all La Liga clubs in a few months, because we will be getting another report by February and also get another report by September 2025 to show us how much we have in terms of income and how much we have in terms of the salary cap. Things are very close to changing, and the new Spotify Camp Nou will impact Barcelona a lot in a very good way. Barcelona is edging closer to the situation where they can sign big time players, and I know that this does get very annoying, but I do have my set agenda on what I want to do and what I want to voice out, and that is for Barcelona to be signing Musiala. Musiala has to be the first player that Barcelona should sign once they have a lot of income generated. Then he spoke about his client, Dani Olmo, and this is what Bara did state. The media created a lot of noise, but Joan Laporta told me not to worry about anything, and that within 15 days, Dani Olmo's registration will be solved, and it really was solved. We had a lot of offers for Dani Olmo, of which 3 to 4 big clubs wanted Dani Olmo. I don't want to name clubs, but Dani Olmo wanted Barcelona. We had a feeling that Barcelona is perfect for Dani. I really pushed for the Barcelona move to happen, and Dani Olmo also wanted to go back home. So I have stated this before, and I said it in the past few months, and you guys can go back out there, go look at the past few videos. I always said, stop believing the media. Stop believing what these people are saying on X. Stop believing what these people are reporting on YouTube. All these Barcelona channels wanting to put out fake negative news just for the sake of engagement. Don't listen to that. Listen to what Joan Laporta is saying to the press. Every time Joan Laporta was saying something to the press about Barcelona's financial details, everybody was saying, liar, he's lying, he's being political, he's just saying this just to sugarcoat things. But then when the media says something that ends up being very negative about Barcelona, everybody's like, oh my god, no way, I believe it. Is this really what Barcelona's going through? It just doesn't make any sense. The audience is super easy to fool, and we cannot continue to be like this. The agent of Dani Olmo, Bara, just confirmed that the media created a lot of noise. Why? That is because they know that they get engagement, they get clicks. Let's not continue to fall for these type of stories and agendas that the media likes to create. Like 2 months ago, the media was saying Barcelona signed Dani Olmo, but can they register him? Most likely Joan Laporta's not going to be able to register Dani Olmo on time, and that he's going to be a free agent, and they're going to have to pay Dani Olmo his full salary within a span of 1 day. Blah blah blah. Everything is chaos, tensions, negativity, and then everybody was like, oh my god, Barcelona's the worst club in the world. Draw Laporta out. Laporta has to step down. And people were just being emotional, just listening to the media. And I told everybody, relax, calma, shh, quiet. Just be quiet, okay? Be quiet, sit down, take a breath of fresh air, drink some water, relax, okay? Calma. Cállese. You don't have to be so reactionary about everything that you hear. Not everything that you hear ends up being true. Newsflash, guys. Not everything that you do see on the internet is real. If you want to trust something, trust the words of Joan Laporta, who speaks to the media and assesses them, and we move forward from there. And so now lastly, I do want to speak about Lamine Yamal, because Bara also spoke about Lamine Yamal and what Barcelona were going through in the transfer window. Barcelona had the possibility of potentially injecting 250 million euros for the sale of Lamine Yamal. This is what he stated. One thing I know is that Barcelona did reject a big offer for Lamine Yamal coming from PSG, worth somewhere around 250 million euros. We actually spoke about this before. You guys can go type it up, put Barca Media, and then put Lamine Yamal 250 million euros. You'll see it pop up. We talked about this before. That piece of news ended up being true. Joan Laporta, though, said, I'm not going to be taking the easy route. Yes, I know that this 250 million euros can for sure help Barcelona financially, maybe sign other players, but he was willing to bet that Lamine Yamal is worth more than 250 million euros. It makes no sense for us to be selling someone like him, who was at that time only 16 years old, to be selling him at 250 million euros. In about 4 years, he might be worth 700 million euros because of his performances, because of the way that he does play his football. Joan Laporta could have taken the easy route and could have taken the quick money, but he did not do that. He's doing everything organically, everything the right way. If this was President Bartomeu, you know what he would have done. He would have taken that 250 million euros, the exact same type of price tag that was Neymar Jr. back in 2017. He would have taken that 250 million euros and spent it on other players out there who are like 28, 29 years old. Maybe Kimmich, maybe Kevin De Bruyne, and some other players, right? So those seasoned players. Exactly what Bartomeu did back in 2017 and 18 and 19. Sold Neymar for 220 million euros, brought in Griezmann, Dembele, etc., blah, blah, blah. And then look how it exploded in their faces. Joan Laporta could have done that. He could have really done this and repeat what Bartomeu did and took that 250 million euros and spend it on 2 or 3 players just for it to blow up in our faces in about 3 years from today. But he did not do that. He said, we're not going to be looking for quick money. We're going to be building a strong foundation. And if we want to inject money into this club, we make it organically. So it's impressive. And I hope that Lamine Yamal never gets sold, because at the trajectory and the level that he is showing right now, I do think that Lamine Yamal will be a generational player for sure. If everything goes correct, if he does continue to focus, if he never loses focus and he only focuses on football. I do not want to see this guy make any TikToks or post on Instagram being very toxic or whatever. No, focus on football. That is your job. Go train, go gain some muscle, go drink some water. Don't go out there drinking beers, talking to friends, going out to go party. No, you don't have time for that. It's time for you to work. You're 17. You should be grateful that you know, you're in this opportunity to be playing for Barcelona and you're named as one of the best players in Barcelona at 17. You have been given God-given talent. Do not screw it up. Focus on football, and that is it. Do not worry about anything else. You have time, dude. Like, I mean, you have time, okay? You can focus on football for the next 14 years, and you're still only going to be 31 by the time you do finish your best few years of football at Barcelona. 14 years, you'll still only be 31. When you're 31, then you can go out there and party and go relax. Look at what's going on with Messi. Messi is 36 years old, and now he's enjoying his life. And I know that he feels young. He still has like another 25 years of him going out there to go have some fun, play out with some friends, go drink, and whatever he wants to do, right? You have time, Lamine. You're 17. Devote yourself for the next 14 years, and you'll see how it'll pay dividends in the long term. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.